Hi students, this is Karthik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of engineering graphics and design with me. So in last video we have seen the second case of involute where string length is greater than pi d. Now in today's video we gonna see another case and final case of involute when you have a string length L less than pi d. But before we jump on to current video, we will see what we have done in last video. So let us do a quick recap. So see on your screen. So in last two video what we have done, we have defined the definition of involute, then we have seen the three conditions. Now in the previous video what we have seen, in the previous videos we have seen the case 1 where string length L equal to pi d. Just quickly see on your screen so you can quickly revise what we have already done. So you have to just see the screen, okay? So you will revise it. Okay. Now in last video we have seen another example in which we have taken a second case where string length L is greater than pi d. So it is something like this. So see on your screen and revise it. Okay, so something like this. And then we have drawn the involute like this. Now we will come on to this current video. So now in this current video what we will do, we will take a final case, case 3 where string length less than pi d. So here we have the example. So example is draw an involute of a circle 50 mm diameter and string length is 150 mm. So now how we can decide that whether it is a case 1, case 2 or case 3. So for that you have to write a given data. So see the given data on your screen. So here diameter is equal to 50 mm and the string length is already given. So string length L is equal to what? 150 mm. But we know that what we will do, we will take string length L equal to pi d. So pi is equal to 3.14 and diameter equal to 50 mm. So 3.14 multiplied by 50 mm. So it will be equal to 157 mm. So here a string length is 150 mm. So obviously it is less than 157 mm. So that's how we can decide here the case is when string length is less than pi d. So here this is an example of string length which is less than pi d. So this is how you can decide from the given data. Do some basic calculation and you will get it. Okay, so now what we will do? First we will draw a circle. But before we do that, this is a necessary condition because student always do the mistake. What kind of mistake they will do? Always remember whatever the string length is given, don't directly do the division of that particular string length. Okay, we will do a division of string length L equal to pi d. If the given string length is greater than pi d or less than pi d. If, again I am going to repeat, if in example the string length is greater than pi d or less than pi d. So always remember we cannot divide that string length into 8 number of equal parts. We have to divide only string length L equal to pi d into 8 number of equal parts. So whenever you have a string length less than pi d or greater than pi d, what you have to do? So on that string length you have to mark a distance L equal to pi d, and after marking that distance L equal to pi d, you have to divide that string length L equal to pi d into 8 number of equal parts. So remember this is a very basic condition. Now what we will do? First we will draw a circle equal to how much? Circle equal to 50 mm diameter. So you can see on your screen, first we have to draw a circle equal to 50 mm diameter. Now we will divide the circle into 8 number of equal parts. Now how to give numbering, whether clockwise or anti-clockwise? So for that they will give you some condition. In example they will give you whether this is the case of wounding or unwounding. If it is a case of wounding, then you have to give numbering in anti-clockwise direction. If it is a case of unwounding, then you have to give numbering in clockwise direction. But here we will going to take a case of a wounding. So what we will do? So here we gonna take a case of wounding. So we will give number in anti-clockwise direction. So like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now what we will do? Now we will draw a string length. String length L equal to what? 150 mm. So draw a string length L equal to 150 mm. But what we have to do on the string length, this is 150 mm, but we have to mark a distance equal to pi d on string length, because this string length L is not equal to pi d. So here we have drawn a string length L equal to 150 mm, but we know that the pi d distance equal to 157 mm. So just extend the line 7 mm further, so it will be of 157 mm. So mark a distance. So this is AP. This point AP is what? 150 mm. String length L AP, which shows a distance equal to 150 mm, which is less than pi d, but we have to mark a distance L equal to pi d on a string. So like this, up to red distance, up to red extension line. Okay, so this is equal to pi d. So we have to divide a string length up to red extension line into 8 number of equal part. Okay, so this is how. So what we will do, we will divide a string length L equal to pi d into 8 number of equal parts. So let us divide it into 8 number of equal part like this. Okay, so now give numbering. So now you can see on your screen, we have divided the string length L equal to pi d into 8 number of equal part. What student do the mistake? What kind of student do the mistakes? So what student will do? They will directly mark a distance string length L equal to 150 and then divide that. They will divide the 150 mm into 8 number of equal part. But here you can see that the 150 mm is not equal to pi d. It is less than pi d. You have to divide the line, or if you have a string length L equal to pi d, then and then only you can divide the line into 8 number of equal parts. So what you have to do, first you have to mark a distance L equal to pi d on a string length, and after marking a distance, so here you can see the red extension line, up to red extension line we have distance equal to pi d, and now then you have to divide the distance equal to pi d into 8 number of equal parts. Okay, so this you must remember. Okay, now what we will do, now we will draw a tangent from a circle. So point 1 we will draw a tangent. See the point 2 on a circle. From point 2 on a circle we will draw a tangent. From point 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4.8, you can see that the string length automatically become a tangent of 0.8. So it will be coinciding with the string length. Okay, so now we have drawn all the tangent. Now what we will do, now come on to the string length. So when I will say come on to the string length, you have to see the string length AP. Okay, now on a string length AP, take a distance equal to 1 to P. From a string length AP, take a distance equal to 1 to P. From there, now come on to the point 1 on a circle. So now point 1 on a circle as a center, put an arc on a tangent which is coming from point 1, and whenever it will be intersect, it will be a point P1, and this distance equal to how much? 1 to P. Okay, right. Now 4.2, we will do the same process. Now come on to the string length AP, take a distance equal to 2 to P on a string. So now we have taken distance 2 to P onto the string, and now you have to come on to the circle, and now you have to come on to the point 2 on a circle. Now point 2 on a circle as a center, put an arc on a tangent which is coming from point 2. Whenever it will be intersect, it will be a point P2, and distance equal to how much? Yes, you are right, it will be 2 to P. Now same thing, we will repeat the same process for the point 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on a circle. So now see, from 4.3 we will mark a point P3, from point 4 we will mark a point P4, 4.5 we will mark a point P5, 4.6 we will mark a point P6, and now 4.7 what we will do? Now come on to the string length AP, take a distance equal to 7 to P on a string. Now come on to the point 7 on a circle. Now point 7 on a circle as a center, put an arc on the tangent which is coming from point 7. Whenever it intersect, it will be a point P7. Now we can see that we have the string length is equal to 150 mm. So when you take a distance equal to 7 to P, now you are over. Your string length is now over, because now you have not more amount of string length, because you have string length up to 150 mm. So this is your last point. So P7 will be your last point. Why P7 is last point? Because you have, in example, you have a string length L equal to 150 mm. So now you have reached the maximum point 7 to P. Now this is, you can see the 7 to P. So point P, from point A to P, you can see the distance 150 mm. So now because you have a string length L equal to 150 mm, P7 will be your last point. But you know that we have to always take last point on a circle, and then we will draw involute. So you can see that point P7 is not on a circle. So you have to assume if there is another point P8 where it will be on a circle, or you can see that point P7. So where point P7, where it going to be connect on a circle. So how you can do? You can do the visualization, or you can do the imagination. You can say that, sir, somewhere over here there will be a point P8 which is connected to the circle. Or else what you can do, I will give you another trick. Now come on to the string length, take a distance equal to 7 to P on a string. Now come on to the point 7 on a circle, and point 7 as a center, put an arc on a point on a circle which is 7 to 8. So in between a point 7 to 8 you can see the arc, point 7 to 8 arc. So 7 as a center, put an arc on a point 7 to 8 on a circle, and whenever it intersect it will be a point P8. Now connect all the point and you will get involute. So this is how you can do it like this. Now connect point from point P to P1, P1 to P2, P2 to P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. So this is how you can do it. So it is very easy. Just observe the example and you can easily solve it. I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.